I'll take it. Ago. Ago.
Amen.
In the West African Akan tradition, Ago means, can I have your attention? The response, Ame, means, yes, I'm listening. Ago. Ago. Welcome to the Forrest Theater. My name is Freelon, and I will be your host for this evening. I would like to introduce you to my friend Ali. Come on up here, Ali, fellow puppeteer. We like to kick things off here at the Forrest Theater with a little ritual, and Ali has collected with her partner, Africa, some water from the Haw River, and we like to speak some love and some positive energy and some vibrations into this water, which we will return to the Haw River tomorrow. The first thing we want to speak into this water is an acknowledgement, a land acknowledgement to the Okanichi, the Eno, the Sissipahaw, Tuscarora, Saponi, and the Sara, and the other indigenous tribes, names known and unknown. We pay honor, homage, and respect to you. We want to make a labor acknowledgement to the hands, the African-American black hands who built this campus, this state, this country. Yes, you may clap for that. Absolutely. We honor you. We acknowledge you. We pay respect. And on a very personal note, the show that we're about to experience together, it's called Where Our Spirits Reside. This is a show that invites our ancestors in. I can speak personally. My grandmother, Queen Mother Frances Pierce, is in this show. My father, the late Phil Freelon, is a part of this production. And the family members and loved ones of many cast members are in the show. So I invite you to invite your ancestors to join us as well. And I'm going to ask you to say their names. You could say their name aloud or you can say it in your heart. The vibrations of those names are going to be captured in this water and returned to the Haw River tomorrow. So I invite you at this time, if you feel so inclined, to please say out loud or in your heart the names of the ancestors you would like to invite into the space tonight. Queen Mother Frances Pierce, Phil Freelon, wonderful legacy of Sanchez. Thank you. Now let's take a collective deep breath in and breathe out. Thank you, Ali. Give Ali a big round of applause. All right now, are y'all ready for some puppets? I said, are y'all ready for some puppets? Okay, well, first things first, I want to give a big shout out. My grandmother told me you got to keep an attitude of gratitude, so we're going to give some big gratitude to all the supporters. If you supported our Kickstarter, if you are a Patreon supporter or have just, given a donation to Paperhand Puppet Intervention, if you've helped create a puppet or touch this show in any way, thank you. We appreciate you. This work is not possible without you. Let's give our supporters a big round of applause. And I want to acknowledge some of the collaborators and co-conspirators who poured into tonight's show. So the puppets that you see, of course, were handcrafted by Paperhand Puppet Intervention with some input from some writers. There's one particular writer by the name of Jackie Shelton Green. You may have heard of her. She's the Poet Laureate of North Carolina. Make some noise for Jackie Shelton Green, our Poet Laureate. Now, where we at? We in Chapel Hill, right? This is Chapel Hill, okay? You will also hear the voice tonight of Chapel Hill's first Poet Laureate, CJ Suit. Make some noise for my brother, CJ. And I want to show some love to my mom. My mother has a podcast called Great Grief. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it. This show is largely inspired and draws inspirations from Nnenna Freelon's podcast, Great Grief. Give Mom a big round of applause. Y'all gonna meet her in a minute. And lastly, second to lastly, me and my mom have an album out called AnceStars. It's on sale at the table in the back. Some of the music you hear tonight will be from that album. And one of the stories in tonight's show is actually a children's picture book called Daddy and Me Side by Side, which you can pick up at the back after the show as well. So you're welcome. Yeah, because I did that, okay? Now, this is a first for some of y'all, but if you've been to a Paperhand show before, make some noise. Can I? Okay. That's a good bit of y'all. So y'all might already know the vibe here at Forrest Theater. If you see something spectacular, you might just say, ooh. Let me hear those ooh. That's it. And if you see something awesome, if you see a wonderful, wonderful, beautifully crafted poet, you might just give us a ah. Yes, the more energy you give us, we're going to give that energy right back to y'all. And listen, the thing that fuels us more than anything is when you make some noise. That's what's going to make the Paperhand band play real good. Let me hear y'all make some noise one time. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, if you want me to bring my mama out, you're going to have to do a little better than that. Let me hear you make some noise one time. I think they're ready. Make some noise for Miss Nnenna Freelon. Don't jump, I'm almost 40, okay. With no further ado, this is the 23rd annual Paperhand Puppet Intervention Show. You are in for a real treat. Where our spirits reside.
is a story wrapped in other stories, tied to a never-ending story. A story that is a tall tale growing taller with every breath, every quiver of moth wing. It is the story of rivers shining with memory and seeds bursting with life. It is your story. It is my story. It is the story of our sister, the wren. Such gladness in a single note. And it is also the story of grief rising on the stump of our forgetfulness. Here is where our ancestors, great and small, desire our attention and await our presence. Sung in the ancient green tongue, a story which the forest knows and helps us to remember. Memories ancestral, rising from the depths of the red clay. Lay down your bones, put away your toys, for here, in this place, is your future and your past. Here, 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 where our spirits reside. mother, take my frozen sorrows and melt them into rivers of tears. Let me nestle once again in your generous bosom. Shade me from the fires of loss. And let me feast in your leaves of loving change. Here, in this green heaven, where all is a turning, and nothing is lost in the fall. Ancestor, I bring the humble offering of my broken heart. Teach me to grow a new one. The baobab tree never thirsts, even in the desert. Her roots are widespread, stretching, deepening, calling forth waters of grace. Oh, mommy wilderness, you are home. To flying and buzzing creatures, you are home. To crawling and creeping ones, you are home. To the hunter and the hunted, you are home. None of your children are lost. They come and go and go and come again. Always, always becoming more life, more love. Verde Madre, let my love, let my loss be heard. Let my love and loss be. Hush, 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 hush. I can feel her wings brush past. She knows the weight born of silence. Hush, oh hush, 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 hush. Somebody's calling my name. Hush, hush. Somebody's calling my name. Hush. Yeah, 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 my name, my name. She eyes my losses as she floats. Is she offering to carry my pain? Is she offering to, somebody calling my name. Somebody calling my name. Oh yeah, my name. Oh, softly, so softly. Lay down your bones. He nods. May I carry your sorrows? Mine? Yes. I whisper. Oh, yes. Oh, hush, hush. Oh, yes, 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 right there, your birthday. Somebody's calling my name. Somebody's calling my name. My name. from a land of love. of leaves, the seeker may find what has been lost or discarded. A seeker of truth must first see. We are Forrest. We are Forrest. Listen, our music still hums in your breast. It hums. It delight in us. Our language, a chorus, green and generous. We are Forrest. We are Forrest. Leaf and blade, trunk and twig. We are Forrest. We are Forrest. We are a branching multitude, your oldest ancestor. They are your oldest ancestors. Repeat after me. Ooh yeah 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 yeah.
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 There was a loud thunder and rumble, and then silence. I could hear nothing. No chirp of birds or crunch of leaves. I loved that tree. I'd like to think that tree loved me some days more than I loved myself, so tall and strong and powerful, I thought it would never fall. And it fell with the thunder and the silence. that lasted so long, all I could hear was the drumming of my tears hitting the ground. Everything was so still. I could not hear anything. I wondered and wandered for so long in circles and spirals, all sorts of shapes a heart can make, till I found myself back to where I heard the thunder crack. And there, to my surprise, reflecting in the twinkle of my tears, there was new life.
Trust you, little mushroom, to break it down, down, down. When the tree falls in the forest, you bring life and you flourish. Break it down, down, down. Hey, little mushroom, growing on a tree that's fallen, that died in the forest. You turn a grave to a garden. Hey, little mushroom, even when death is tragic, you're like magic. You reabsorb life and keep balance. Trust you, little mushroom, the way you break it down, down, down. When the tree falls in the forest, you bring life and you flourish. Break it down, down, down. Hey, little mushroom, you're the biggest organism on the planet. You make medicine and decompose organics. You're not a plant or animal, you do your own thing. Recycle nutrients so we can keep on growing. Who needs Mario when you can be a toadstool? Give me some portobello, you can keep your tofu. The fungal kingdom, you deserve a crown. And I love the way you break it down. Don't you love the way they break it down? I love the way you break it down, down, down. Forrest Theater, if you love the way they break it down. I love the way you break it down. I love the way you break it down, down, down. Mycelium, I wanna hear y'all. Mycelium, your turn.
Mycelium,
Say it louder.
mycelium.
Break it down. Hey, Forrest Theater, did you love the way they break it down? I love the way you break it down. Don't you love the way we break it down, down, down? If you love it, let me hear you make a joyful sound. Love the way you break it down. I love the way you break it down, down, down. Mycelium. Hey, mycelium, I can't hear y'all.
Now there's an old saying. I'm gonna say the first part. I'm gonna see if y'all know it. Every goodbye ain't okay. That was 3 people. Y'all need to hang around some old people. I'll sing it for you. You won't forget it. Oh, every goodbye ain't gone. Every goodbye ain't gone. Lay my body down, but my soul lives on. Every goodbye ain't gone. Yeah, yeah. Every shut eye ain't sleep. Every shut eye ain't sleep. We may rest, but not be in peace. Every shut eye ain't sleep. Yeah. You know, we live in a constant flow of comings and goings. Sometimes noticed, and other times slipping through the sieve of our loose attention. Yesterday, a blaze of light gloried my eye as it hurried by. It was you, a star so brilliant that it dared me not to look. Thank yous and gratitude falling like rain. Here on the line is where we place the memories of those that we love but cannot touch. The seen and the unseen. Yeah, yeah. On the altar of our memory. Right here on the line, on the line, on the line. All those beautiful memories of those we've loved. Yes. Oh, every goodbye ain't gone. Every goodbye ain't gone. Lay my body down, but my soul lives on. Every goodbye
My neighbor Kay was the focal point for every special occasion. For her family, for my family, for anyone who needed a place to be. And on those occasions, she would always bake the most wonderful soda bread. The dense texture and the smell of its strong crust are synonymous with her memory. It takes me back to her kitchen, her kindness. I learned this recipe under her care as she shared the stories and songs from her early life in Ireland. I have a scarf of hers that still smells like her perfume, always white diamonds, and her kitchen. In trying to preserve those scent memories, I typically only bring it out on St. Patrick's Day, a day when she would have made dozens of loaves of soda bread for the countless friends who'd come through for the celebrations. In the years since she's been gone, I I have baked that recipe for ever more new friends, and I still sing the songs she taught me when I want to feel more at home in unfamiliar places. What I feel is longing, the deep stretch of trying to reach across a fourth dimension and share one more story, one more cup of tea, or to hold her hand again.
My husband Paul was a true music man. It was one of the many things I loved about him. A self-taught musician, he was a bass player's bass player, and he loved playing in the Paperhand band. One summer, he decided it was time to shake things up. The band needed a cello, and he was going to learn to play it. He started teaching himself, and I loved listening to him. He would take his cello everywhere we went so he could practice. One year, on our annual visit to my parents for Christmas, Paul brought the cello along. My dad was ill then, and Paul agreed to stay with him while my mom and sisters and I went out one afternoon. He stayed and he played. When we returned, there was my dad in his favorite recliner and Paul sitting beside him, playing his cello. My dad, with his eyes closed and a broad smile on his face, basking in the music Paul played. Paul and my dad were tight then, but it wasn't always that way. When they first met, my dad was pretty skeptical of his future son-in-law. He hadn't counted on his daughter marrying a musician. Music was a hobby after all, not a living. But Paul soon won him over, and my dad loved Paul. As we stood stomping the snow from our feet at the door that day, my dad shushed us. "Sit down, your husband is serenading me. And hey, he's pretty good." "Yes, Dad, he is. In fact, he's pretty amazing, and I love him so."
In the summer, my dad would often take us to Walden Pond. We practiced swimming. When I was old enough, I would try to swim all the way across to the other side. If I got tired and started to struggle, I would cling to my dad's strong shoulders, and he would swim me back through the dark water to shore. Years went by, and he began to lose his memory. The pathways of his life were closing. Walden Pond was the only place my dad could remember how to drive to. He liked to hike around the lake with a branch for a walking stick, singing songs he remembered from his childhood.
Al in een groen, groen knollenland, daar zaten 2 huisjes heel bemand. En de ene blies de fluit en de andere sloeg de trommel. Daar kwam opeens een jagersman en die heeft er 1 geschoten. En dat heeft naar je denken kan de andere zeer verdroten. Do you understand it?
One winter, the last time we ever went out there together, we were walking on an old familiar path covered with snow, and the strangest thing happened. I got turned around, and I thought I saw a whole new lake shining in the winter sun that had formed next to the one I knew. I felt in that moment that I understood how brave my dad was while losing his memory. Walking into a world where everything is surprising and new.
Memories, it's where we sing our melodies. Your dreams are where you visit me. I still feel your energy.
I had fun camping at the Nnenna with my dad when I was a kid. It was our special place. Feels like so long ago. Feels like yesterday. Are we looking under the same rocks, weaving through the same trails, resting beneath the same magnolia tree as we sit still, listen, and breathe? I dig for worms under the moss. My dad taught me how to bait. Pierce the worm with the hook and then cast my line. And we sit side by side as we wait and wait and wait until my rod starts to shake. And we reel in a big mouth bass splashing in from the lake. Water sprays on my face and streams from my eyes like tears, leaving salty streaks on my acorn-colored cheeks. just thinking about Pop. He loved this spot on the bank where we used to sit, side by side. I miss you, Dad, I whisper. It feels safe to admit that out here in the quiet. My eyes swell. It doesn't have to be a secret. We feel what we feel. It's okay to let it out.
I remember my mother's beauty salon. We called it the shop. Now this was where I held my very first job. My mother, Queen Mother Frances Pierce, she was a specialist in the strands on your head and the ones in your heart. This is also where I learned that grief and your hair are sometimes intertwined. Now, my job was sweeping the floor, and I would sweep real good, and keep sweeping, so I could listen to grown folks' conversations. One day, a customer arrived. She was visibly upset, and her hair was tightly wrapped in a scarf. When Mother removed the scarf, she immediately knew why. You see, her customer had used a chemical straightener, which had damaged most of her shoulder-length hair. There were tears. She was crying. Oh, my hair, I'm ruined. Mother said, first of all, you are not ruined. Your scalp is perfectly fine. All it needs is a little love and rest. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wash, deep condition, and cut. Cut, she said? How much? Well, as much as we need to get to a healthy place. We don't want to hold on to damage, do we? Her customer shook her head no. I sat there and watched as my mother worked her gentle, gentle magic. 2.5 hours later, her customer, sporting a much shorter, cute little hairstyle, looked at her reflection in the mirror. And there were more tears and hugs of gratitude. I kept sweeping. Sweeping in wonder. Not a single tear for the nearly 6 inches of hair left lying on the floor. The mother of grief is love. The ties that bind also define. There are so many ties that blind our hearts. We have forgotten that there is but one world, and we're a part of it. We have become one collective breaking heart, and these are ties we must cut. da la do ye de la do yo do ya la do ya do ya do ya la do ye de yo I want to sit here and sing into your night. Lean deep inside the elbows of this river where blood is born. Sing a litany into the open book of your story, my story. This river shrugs its belly and births kindness for all things yet to be born. Oh, how I want to sit here and feast from your wet palms. This river, wounded heart, holding the locked secrets of ancestral crows, kneeling, feeding the doorways of all my drowned seasons. Oh, how I want to be born inside this river as a lone wild burst of yellow, becoming more and more an eclipse of wind, more and more an eclipse of freedom, freedom, freedom. We are all this flow. We are all this river where blood is born. Oh, how I yearn to empty the veins of my life story into this nameless, pregnant river like you, like me. It also struggles to remember its own birthing, its own slow, wide, deep story that swallows Forrest, that birth newness inside the whisper of this story, this hungry thunder, this hungry thunder. Oh, how I yearn, oh, how I yearn, oh, how I yearn to bear such freedom. Hold the stones, the bones, the skeletons of moon, sun, and dust inside mouth, womb, spirit, tomb. Conjure a dervish of ancient primal becoming as we swallow more and more of this river where blood is born. This river we shape shift into sweet shadows of this river's dance, this river's prayer. Other skins, other songs, it's birth and song. Remembering other names, other skins, other songs, it's birth and song. Howling when it runs backwards. Remembering other names, other skins, other songs, it's birthed and sung. Rivers, always moving, winding silently through our forests and hills. Into our backyards and inside our veins. Between your neighbor's house and the nest of the wood thrush and the wren. The bloodroot and the beetle. Giving nourishment, a home, a refuge, touching each of us as they pass. The Eno, the noose, the tar, the dam, deep and the rocky, to the Cape Fear, our river, the mighty, mighty Haw flows. Into each leaf, into each child, each flower and breath, running, running with memories.
You know, water has a memory, and she doesn't forget anything. She tells us with her memory that we also have to remember. Remember how to be grateful and how to listen.
Plagued with poisons. Coal ash and dioxin. PFAS and CAFOs. Threaten each life and the river herself. The politics that push the Mountain Valley Pipeline across flowing streams, sacred sites. We are moved with grief. Coyote watches. Unwelcome intruders. The South Gate extension planned to carve through our counties, coursing through our families, and cutting across the Haw River. Who has the right give corporations the right to pollute, while people are unfairly underrepresented, underinvested in, generations of hurt. The river holds the history of harms done. When the river turtle buries her eggs, she remembers returning. Her spirit knows that her children will emerge and find their way back down to the river. What if we grant the river the rights she deserves? Wrote it into our laws. That she is not just a resource, but a source of life.
Rights of nature laws recognize rivers and ecosystems as having the legally enforceable rights to exist, regenerate, and be free from pollution. Since time immemorial, indigenous peoples have treated the natural world as kin. For us, animals and rivers are our relatives.
She is us, and we are her. When we protect her, we are not defending nature. We are nature defending itself. We can move with love part of the movement. Root and stem, hand in hand, woven together. It is here, in this place, where our spirits reside.